rural India, the contrast of modern and traditional practices are stark. Bullock carts still transport goods to market, but the farmer driving the cart probably has a cell phone. The same contrasts mark the status of rural women. The woman in a burqa is also a passionate legal junker fighting for women's rights. The shy mother in Wardha is raising emus for profit and planning for expansion. The core of this movement is self-help groups, or bachat gats, where women join together to save a set amount of money per month. They then circulate the savings as loans to the group's members and thus increase women's incomes. But along the way, women's confidence and their ability to tackle social injustice rises. In 1993, 14 such self-help groups banded together in the Khed block of Pune district to empower themselves financially and socially. Out of this movement grew Chaitanya, which later helped form Gramin Mahila Swayamsiddhya Sangha, the first federation of self-help groups in Maharashtra. Now Chaitanya works in 7 districts of Maharashtra to create self-reliant federations of self-help groups like GMSS. Chaitanya seeks to build capacities of rural poor, especially women, to form strong self-reliant people's institutions, while GMSS provides direct microfinance services to women in their self-help groups. Chaitanya builds capacities at all levels by training new members about federations, established members in financial or legal expertise, other NGOs about sustainability, and the next generation about microfinance development and management. Leading this effort is Chirag, Chaitanya's major new engine of change. This ambitious plan sets out to create self-reliant federations of self-help groups in 6 new districts of Maharashtra.
The Chirag project is actually improved model of community-based microfinance institutions where community will own the microfinance institution and also they will define and lead the development process in their region. There will be federations in Maharashtra, in 7 districts of Maharashtra, and all those federations will come together and will form a confederation in the form of non-banking financial company. Chaitanya is planning to demonstrate a model where community will own and lead the development process through microfinance.
In Manthan, Chaitanya offers training to other non-government organizations working on India's development to help them raise their critical thinking, self-assessment, and reflection skills. These tools are then used to develop accountability, transparency, quality, and sustainability within their organizations. Chaitanya has developed this program in 3 phases and is currently holding regional trainings. In this model, the work is divided into 3 regions, then NGOs working within these regions are selected for training.
What are the experience we have from the 12 organization and 12 plus organization for the need assessment and visits to the other organization. Right from changing the all the flexibility for the selection of organization to the understanding what are the process happened last 2 years in 12 organization. As we know, Chaitanya is a learning organization and exchanging this knowledge with the other organization, same is happening with this monthly activity also.
In addition to building capacities and knowledge of itself and other NGOs, Chaitanya seeks to do the same with the communities it works with. It trains rural women to become junkers or experts in the fields of SHGs or self-help groups, government, legal, and financial literacy. These women act as a knowledge and resource base for their communities so that these people's institutions are self-reliant and strong from the ground up.
नमस्कार, माझं नाव मंदाताई बाळासाहेब उक्तरडे. प्रथम महिला बचत गट गावातून झाले आणि गावातून बचत गट झाल्याच्या नंतर आम्ही कायदा प्रशिक्षण घेतलं. कायदा प्रशिक्षण घेतल्याच्या सोबत 2003 पासून आम्ही हे कायदा प्रशिक्षण घेऊन कायदा प्रशिक्षण हे आम्ही वर्षभर घेतलं आणि पुढे जे कायद्याची कामं जसे महिला आमच्याकडे केसी घेऊन यायला लागल्या तसे आम्ही केसी सॉल्व्ह केल्या गेल्याच्या नंतर पोलीस स्टेशनमध्ये जायला खूप अडचणी यायच्या. तेव्हा आमच्याकडं खूप आम्हाला अडचणी उद्भवल्या. तर आम्ही ह्या केशी अशा सॉल्व्ह केल्या. तेवढ्या प्राध्यापकांनी आणि जेवढ्या महिलांना जी संस्कृती दिली आणि एकदम गुढ विचाराने त्यांची कामं केली. अशा केशी आमच्याकडे अत्याचाराच्या, बलात्काराच्या आणि शेती संदर्भात छळ अशा खूप केशी आमच्याकडे येऊन गेल्या.
With Chaitanya and other NGOs like it growing at such a rapid pace, there is a vital need for qualified new staff. Chaitanya is filling the gap between what students learn at university and what microfinance institutions need from their staff with its 6-month Microfinance Development and Management course.
इस सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स में हम 6 मंथ के ड्यूरेशन में 4 मंथ क्लासरूम टीचिंग लेते हैं और 2 मंथ का उनका इंटर्नशिप है.
While students intern and get placements with many NGOs, 3 students from the inaugural group are now employed by Chaitanya.
जेव्हा मी कोर्स करत होते किंवा जेव्हा कॉलेज करत होते तेव्हा फक्त आम्हाला पुस्तकी ज्ञान होतं. म्हणजे पुस्तकी ज्ञानाबरोबरच अनुभव किंवा प्रॅक्टिकल नॉलेज हे मध्ये आल्यावर कळलं. तो एक त्याचा फायदा झाला आणि हा कोर्सचा प्रत्यक्ष आता काम करताना वापर होते.
The MFDM certificate course teaches students how to manage and develop microfinance institutions, but one of Chaitanya's major projects is to teach women financial literacy. That is, how to manage and develop their money through savings, investments, and loans.
So we are trying to focus on these issues very simplified and very simple method and easy method. Going through by financial literacy campaign, going through this methodology of trainings, we are creating creating the local leadership on financial literacy specifically. We make all as a financial literacy jankar. So this is a very ambitious project and this is a very ambitious program to integrate this self-help group movement and that household which they have need the basic financial education.
Chaitanya's major activity is microfinance, but it also recognizes the importance of livelihood promotion and income generation. The livelihood promotion programs seek to develop sustainable livelihoods for rural women and the landless, with a focus on improved agricultural methods like vermicomposting and raised beds.
पण स्वतंत्र प्रोग्राम म्हणून आम्ही मागच्या 2 वर्षापासून सुरुवात केली आणि त्याच्यात आपण बेसिक ॲग्रिकल्चर बेस शेती रिलेटेड 5 ते 6 ॲक्टिव्हिटी निवडल्या. त्याच्यामध्ये सुरुवातीला आपण वर्मी कंपोस्ट बेड, दुसरं पशुपालन, रेस बेड म्हणून आपलं एक शाश्वत गादी जवाब आहे, 4थं आपलं फळबाग लागवड आणि 5वं आरोग्याच्या दृष्टीने परसबाग म्हणून. ह्या 5 ॲक्टिव्हिटी आपण चूज केल्या. जन उत्कर्षामध्ये आतापर्यंत जे टार्गेट होतं की 25,000 रुपये किमान त्यांचं उत्पन्न वाढलं पाहिजे 5 वर्षामध्ये, तर बरीचशी कुटुंब 18,000 20,000 पर्यंत आज पोहोचलेली आहेत. मागच्या 2-3 वर्षाच्या अनुभवावरून आपण आता या वर्षी असा प्लॅन करतोय की जाणकारांच्या माध्यमातून जर आपण वेगवेगळे कार्यक्रम वेगवेगळ्या ॲक्टिव्हिटी जर घेतल्या तर त्या जास्त सस्टेन होतील.
With the help of volunteer Isabel, craft classes have been started at the Women's Resource and Training Center. Nearly 50 women have been trained in new skills, and 10 of the most talented students opted for a 10-day fashion design course in Pune. This was developed to give these students more advanced dressmaking skills that will maintain a sustainable livelihood in future. Through such programs, Chaitanya is continuously learning and growing as an organization, trying to build capacities at all levels of microfinance institutions. We would especially like to thank the donors and volunteers who make this work possible, and our staff and board for their dedication. Chaitanya, a Sanskrit word, means a life lived with joy and energy. Against the odds of poverty and gender inequality, the women in these self-help groups embody this principle by taking control of their finances, of their livelihoods, and of their life. Together, they are improving the world around them by taking action for social justice and showing others that women can make a difference.